Hi, new hobbits! I just wanted to hop on here and share some beginner tips that took me a little bit to figure out, and just want to make sure everybody gets off on the right foot in Tales of the Shire. One of the first things you're going to want to learn to do is how to empty your pockets, because they fill really quickly in the beginning of the game. So you want to run over to your pantry, and there should be an action button in the bottom right corner. Mine is A, and that opens up your pantry, and then you just select each item in your pockets, your backpack. If you have multiple of one, you just pull it up, swipe it to the left, and send the max count into your pantry. I was a little embarrassed how long that took me to figure out, but in the beginning of the game, I just didn't know where to look for those action buttons. Gardening is a little bit of a puzzle with a few different aspects to it. You're going to want to avoid placing your seed right in the middle of your garden plots. You can actually puzzle in multiple seeds in one box with their little ring barriers. You just can't have them overlap. So you can get quite a few in there as they have different radiuses. The second thing is that there are preferred companion crops that like to be planted next to each other in the plot. So, like your pumpkins and your squash like each other, but your onions do not like pumpkins. So, you want to place companion plants together, and it improves the quality of them and possibly the yield. You can find their preferences in your encyclopedia page, and it should usually be 3 companion crops and then 1 crop that they don't get along with. Making money can be a little bit slow at the beginning of the game as you're just selling endless hedge weeds, but I found that fishing is a pretty good way to routinely make a good amount of money. I would just fish and fill up my inventory at night before bed and then head straight to the market, sell all my fish, get a couple of 100 coins, and then buy my seeds for the day. Also, I recently found out that you can still sell to Sandyman over at his mill at night when the rest of the market has closed. So if you are trying to empty out your inventory from things that you want to sell, you can still do that at night. When you are tracking a location on your map, you're supposed to follow the birds to find the right route, the path through the village. And it might not be super obvious, but they like to land on signposts, and they will land on the arrow of the signpost that you are supposed to be going. Also, they'll land on bridges, rocks that are discreetly placed for directions, and over the entrance archways to locations. It's just a really nice integration without having like a glowing line of the path that you're supposed to follow. Pretty important quality of life upgrades are going to be the board rewards, and each of those has their different segments. So cooking, you're getting more cooking stations, more fishing locations, pocket upgrades from the foraging club, and expanding your garden with Rosie. Whichever one of those you would like to focus on, whatever is frustrating you most, prioritize completing those boards requests. Similarly, some things are only gained as a reward from increasing your friendship with some of the villagers. Importantly for me, the house expansions seem to be tied to your friendship level with Willow. If there's still a character you haven't met yet, it's probably Nefi. To find Nefi, you go through the archway to the right of Nora and Fosco's shop, and it takes you along this path by the river to Nefi's forge behind the market. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the Shire, and let me know if any of these tips helped you get past some frustration points, or if you've got some little hidden tips of your own.